Sia's ex-husband has asked for more than $250,000 per month.
No, do not give him nothing, girl. Do not give him nothing. Go to Craigslist.com and get yourself a job.
I think that we can all assume that Sia protected the secret marriage with a prenup as well.
Welcomed her third baby 11 months ago, according to divorce documents.
The child's name is Somersault.
I actually adopted two sons. Last year, they're both 18. They were 18.
Sia is holding hands with Harry months after filing for divorce from Dan Bernard.
The singer Sia has found herself in a messy situation after quickly marrying a man who wants all of her money. They even had a kid together in their short marriage, and now that Sia wants a divorce, her husband is demanding that she pays him millions of dollars. This isn't the first time Sia has gone through a messy divorce, and it looks like this is another battle that she's going to lose. So let's get into it. Sia got scammed by her ex-husband Daniel because he's demanding $250,000 per month in spousal support. That's like $3 million a year. Sia got stuck with a sugar baby. Actually, what is the male version of a sugar baby? It looks like, the term is gender neutral. You'd also say a kept man, a toy boy, or a sugar son. Freaky. I wanted to make this video because I came across a story about how Sia got married to this man very quickly. They had a baby together, and now they're going through a really nasty divorce. So he's requesting Sia to pay him $250,000 a month. He also wants $300,000 for attorney's fees and $200,000 for forensic accounting fees. Now, we don't have details on why Sia filed for divorce, but we know it happened back in March, and they were only married for 26 months. Maybe Daniel is shooting really high because he wants to get a higher number than what he deserves. The court's gonna have to decide because he was living lavishly. The couple lived in a 9,500 square foot mansion in Los Angeles with 10 to 12 staff members, including a butler, personal chefs, a stylist, 2 masseuses, an IT guy, a housekeeper. So they were spending a lot of money. He got used to this money, over the course of 26 months, and he feels like he's deserving this now. Like, how's poor Daniel gonna go back to life without 2 masseuses on hand? Also, why did they need 2 masseuses? Like, it kind of gives me like Diddy vibes. I mean, I love a good massage, but you need them, like every day at your home? Daniel also claims that he's been unemployed since April 1st. He has no source of income. Well, that's pretty convenient. It looks like Sia at one point was funding his career. He had this business, Modern Medicine, that he was working on, and I guess Sia was paying for it. But of course, when they are divorcing, she's done with him. So she told him that she's not funding his project anymore. So he's out of work. He says, I have no income, no real property, no retirement, and very little funds in my bank account. Wait, so Sia, where did you find him, girl? Did you find him what? Just down in Venice? Just hanging out on the boardwalk or something? Where'd you find this dude? King's Dominion? People probably don't know what that is. Six Flags? Was he, where does he exist? He has nothing? What was he doing before Sia?
Go to Craigslist.com and get yourself a job, girl. What? Girl? You see, this is what I mean, and this is my whole thing, girl. If you are a celebrity, please get you someone that has money, because when the love fades or when their ego gets hurt, honey, their true colors start to come out. See ya, girl? No, do not give him nothing, girl. Do not give him nothing. You better fight for this. Unemployed, spousal support, attorney fees, and the other word I don't know, abso-fucking. He can go swing on a chandelier, girl. Absolutely not. See ya, honey. I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Okay, girl?
There's a reason why Hollywood stars always seem to walk away from scandals untouched. Just like there's a reason why Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury firm. Most regular people, including me, don't have a legal army behind them. And if you're injured in an accident, insurance companies try their best to pay you as little as possible. That is where Morgan & Morgan comes in. With over 1,000 attorneys and 100 offices across the country, they are built to fight for regular people, not corporations. In Florida, a client was offered $350,000 by an insurance company. Morgan & Morgan stepped in and got them $12 million. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome, but these stories are what they do every day. And it's easier than ever. You don't have to deal with those piles of paperwork. You also don't
don't have to pay anything up front. You could even start your claim right now within minutes by using your phone. You could get started by scanning the QR code on the screen using your phone's camera. Remember, the fee is free unless they win. If you ever find yourself injured, then check out Morgan & Morgan. Again, you could start your claim today by scanning the QR code or visiting the link in my description below. It's fast, it's simple, and it could change everything.
Now you would hope, pray to God, that Sia put a prenup in place before she got married to Daniel. This person wrote on Reddit that he's the primary parent of the child, and she had him quit his job as a doctor because she didn't like the long hours. He now has to be retrained to work again. I think he should get some money. Another person added, I would think that David should get 50% of marital assets, child support if the child lives with him more than 50% of the time, and spousal support while he gets up to speed on his training. No, that changes things. I mean, if Sia made him leave his career as a doctor, I could understand why, he's entitled to some funds because his life was uprooted. Now they have a baby together. He's got to go and parent the baby. I mean, I'm sure Sia is there for their child, but also she's busy as well. Totally, but $250,000 a month? Come on. I think that's the start with an insane amount, then negotiate closer where you want strategy, which I agree. I think he's shooting for the stars, hoping to get, maybe half of that, maybe a quarter of that. I doubt he's going to get alimony for 2 years of marriage, but he'll probably get his attorney's fees and a high child support in his favor. Now, these two do have an 11-month-old baby. That sucks that they brought a kid into this like toxic relationship so quickly, and they named it Somersault. Damn it. Sia initially asked for legal and physical custody of the kid, but was open to visitation rights for Dan. Sia also checked the box to terminate the court's ability to award spousal support to Dan, but that doesn't seem to be stopping him. Now, celebrities name their baby weird things. It's just part of the culture. It's always been that way. Honestly, I don't get surprised much nowadays, but what do you guys think of the name Somersault? Somersault. You can call them Summer, I guess.
Sia quietly became a mom of 3 earlier this year. This one knows how to fly under the radar.
She sure does.
She's 49 years old, welcomed her 3rd baby 11 months ago, according to divorce documents obtained by people, because this baby was welcomed with her estranged husband. No one knew about it. No one recorded about it. I don't know. Maybe Sia's children also wear these wigs, so we don't know what their faces are like.
The child's name is Somersault.
When you're in the hospital and you tell the medical professionals that you've named your child Somersault, is it a state law that they then have to provide you with a handbook of therapists that your child will need the moment they realize what their name is?
So that podcaster's talking about Sia being a mother of 3. I mean, she adopted 2 boys who were teenage, like almost 18. So those are her first 2. And then she went through fertilization for her baby that she has with Daniel. She actually decided to adopt those teenage sons after watching a documentary about the foster care system. She said, I watched the documentary and I saw my son. I was like, what? He doesn't have anybody? Oh my God, I'm going to find him and I'm going to be his mommy. So that's what I did. It looks like the boy also asked if his friend, his cousin Che, could also come with him. Sia said yes, and she felt like Che, I believe, C-H-E, how do you pronounce that, was meant to be her son too. Here's a clip of Sia talking a little bit about that moment.
Sia, you adopted a son, didn't you?
I did. I actually adopted 2 sons. Last year, they're both 18. They were 18. They're both 19 years old now.
Okay.
They were aging out of the foster care system, and and I love them.
Wow, that's awesome.
How are they finding quarantine?
They are both finding it pretty difficult. One more so than the other, but they're both doing things that are really good for them right now. That are like really helpful. Like they're really doing a lot of like educational stuff that's good for them.
I don't know if there's like a savior complex here. I don't know. She does love that story though. And at least the kids only had like a year under her, ruling, and then they're adults and they got that SIA money, which I know goes deep now. Sia and Daniel reportedly met a few years before their wedding and maintained a low-profile relationship. Sia really doesn't like to post much about her personal life. Supposedly they were steady and private. These two legally got married in December 2022. Daniel did not want to wait, but they had a ceremony that following year. So there were only 4 people who attended this wedding, which is kind of bizarre. Like, did your friends not approve of this marriage? I mean, like, where are your 2 teenage sons? But Courtney and Travis actually got married there as well, so it's like a celebrity spot.
Y'all, Sia's wedding was anything but cheap thrills. Sia and Dan Bernard tied the knot during a small, lavish ceremony. Fashion designers Dolce & Gabbana's Italian home. It was an intimate candlelit surprise ceremony. Might I add, only 6 guests were invited to. It's unclear as to when the duo first started dating. Sia has kept her romance private by only sharing one photo of the two in the last year. So like the singer's identity, at least for a while, she likes to keep her personal life hidden. So whether the couple got a prenup is unclear. But what would it look like if they did? Well, to start, Sia has a net worth of over $30 million. She found success as not only a singer, but also as a voice actor and a video director to top it all off. She's received so many awards for her talent and has been nominated for countless more. Based on facts from Sia's past marriage, she did have a prenup in place and even said it was a super smooth transition, and that her and her ex-husband are dedicated to remaining friends. So I think that we can all assume that Sia protected the secret marriage with a prenup as well.
This isn't the first time that Sia has been divorced. She actually married a golf documentarian. What the heck? A golf documentarian, Eric Anders Lang. They were only married for 2 years, which seems like the same amount of time that she and Daniel were together. So here's a pattern. She actually said in 2020 that she wanted to be single for the rest of her life, but clearly that did not last. We did see pictures of Sia go viral this summer with Harry Jowsey. I feel like Sia did this as a publicity stunt to get a little bit of a boost, like an ego boost, because she's like so down and low because of the divorce with Daniel.
Seeing this reminded me of the first time I saw like JoJo Siwa and Chris Hughes together. It's just a couple that I would have never imagined, and I am just so confused by a lot of things with this, so let's talk about it. First and foremost, I had no idea Sia was 49 years old. Anyways, it says that Sia is holding hands with Harry months after filing for divorce from Dan Bernard. I was also confused because I was like, I swear, like, as of late, I've seen somewhere that he's gonna have, like, a dating show. Literally, like, they have casting calls for Harry Jowsey is ready to be husband material and let's marry Harry. He's flirted, fallen in love, hooked up, and broken up. He's even proposed with a candy ring. But now in the new series, Let's Marry Harry, Harry Jowsey's ready for the real thing. This has to be PR. Like, this just has to be PR. They seem like they're having a great old time together. And these photos were taken, and they say they were all smiles while leaving dinner at the Côte del Sol restaurant in LA on Saturday. It's giving let's hold hands and flaunt our affection and call the paparazzi. Maybe it's PR, so we just talk about his dating show, which I did just do, so I guess that did work.
You know Harry Jowsey's going to do anything for a clout, so he was more than happy to go and hold hands with the wicked Sia to get his picture taken. Ooh, not to trigger anyone, but in the late 90s, it looks like Sia moved to London to be with her boyfriend Dan. Several weeks later, while in Thailand, she received the news that he had died after being in a car accident in London. So that could have been like Sia's like the one who got away. That's so sad. Her 2001 album, Healing is Difficult, lyrically deals with Dan's death. She says, I was pretty effed up after Dan died. I couldn't really feel anything. In 2007, she said in an interview for the Sunday Times, we were all devastated. So we got messed up on drugs and special brew. Unfortunately, that bender lasted 6 years for me. Sia has also been open about her mental health issues. She's gone through it. It's interesting because she's been in like the industry for decades, but there is still a mystery to her, and she creates music that's been, at the top of the list. I mean, all the radios play her hits, so she's so popular, but we don't know much about what's going on behind the scenes. She did recently share that this is 2 years after she puts out her music movie, the one about autism. She reveals that she's on the spectrum. Now, I don't know if this is her just trying to right the wrongs with the community. The autistic community does not like her. The neurodivergent community does not support Sia. And I think that she really did herself dirty with this film. And now she's trying to say she's on the maybe she is. I don't know. I'm not the one to judge.
I'm on the spectrum, and I'm in recovery, and whatever. There's a lot of things. 45 years, I was like, how am I? Like, I've got to go put my human suit on, and yes! And only in the last 2 years have I become fully myself.
Sia's not only had issues with mental health, but she's also had a battle with her own physical appearance. It's part of the reason why she covers her face, and she You don't see many pictures of her just clearly with her face. You see this big hair that typically looks all knotted and things like that. And that's because she feels insecure. She's had issues with taking medication to lose weight. She struggled with that, which I mean, I feel like all celebrities struggle with their weight. Now they have Ozempic. She did actually admit to having a facelift at one point, and she's loud and proud about it. She actually thanked her doctor on a stage at like a beauty award show because she felt so happy about her lift.
I'm a pop star that normally hides my face and doesn't lie about shit. I got an amazing facelift from Dr. Tame, and he is doing so much good work, and not just for the pop stars of the world. I was showing someone in the back, like before and after, just right before I came on. the guy, I can't stop looking. People go, you look. I'm like, Dr. Ben Tame facelift. Before they can even get a word out. So anyway, I love him. I can't say enough good about him. He's a good friend. He's a good friend too. He makes a good friend if you need one.
So I don't know, Sia, you might have to pay up. I don't know if Daniel's going to get that $250,000, but damn, you guys, like, you had a kid, and then you also, I don't know, it doesn't seem like you had a prenup, because if you did, he wouldn't even be challenging this. There's a lot to unpack here, but Sia is an interesting person. What do you guys think of this story in the comments below? Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in a new video soon. Bye, guys.